Good morning from the ICC. It's the last day of the travel, or should I say Africa travel in Indaba. We've been on the ground all week with the Mpumalanga Economic Development and Tourism Department. Yes, it's definitely been a long week. The fatigue is starting to set in. Along with the Mpumalanga Department. Oh my goodness. Let's just take it from the top. We are here with the Mpumalanga Tourism and Parks Agency as well. Um, Conversations on the ground have been real. The stakes have been high, and we're looking at the future of the continent's tourism sector. Joining me right now, we have the Mpumalanga Regional Trust and Marketing Manager, Zanele Koza, just telling us what they had to experience this week. Just wrapping up the week, what was the most surprising buyer request or market trend you encountered on the floor?
For us, we are a skills development entity for the province. So we develop skills for the industry. So mainly the request that we are receiving from the industry is to get the skill. But what was very exciting is that most of them are saying, well, we do have our own people, but we want them to be upskilled. So they are requesting us to come in and look into how they are actually offering the services, how they are delivering, how they are working in terms of the restaurant. The main issue is the customer service. So the request that we've been receiving is that we must just maybe tailor-made some program for them that can assist to just upgrade and upskill the staff that they have, and which we look forward to that.
So, which international source markets showed the most interest, and which markets were you sort of disappointed by?
We haven't been disappointed, but internationally we haven't received any. Locally we have, and then across our provinces, the main requests are coming from the Limpopo province. Surprisingly, we've got a lot of people that are coming to us. Some of them are looking for exchange of students, to get their students to come to us, and then we're sending them that just exchanging the services on how they can actually learn from us. Yeah. We've got areas where they haven't been, and then they've got areas where we haven't maybe explored. So they are coming in for that, looking for that exchange of services in terms of the skills training that we are offering. The one surprising one, I didn't know that they were like, actually now there's an academy that is training on halal.
Oh.
Yes, I didn't know it's here in Durban. So the lady that we were talking about is that maybe we need to also engage further and see. We haven't looked into training in halal, but apparently there's a demand there. People actually come specifically looking for restaurants that are serving in halal. So we haven't really explored any training in halal. So that's another engagement that we might take back home and look into how can we explore that one. But also for us as an academy, the most important thing that we are looking for the industry, we want that space. So we are saying we have these learners. Yes, we are training them, but we also need opportunities for them. They must gain experience.
Of course.
They must go into the real industry now to work there and interact with real customers, real visitors. So we are engaging more on that and getting opportunities. And what is exciting is where they don't have to pay them if the training is funded.
Oh.
Yeah, if we have got a training that maybe is funded, we can give you our learners because already they're getting a stipend. So it's up to that employer if he wants to maybe give them something on top. But for us, the key element for them to qualify, they need that element of going into the industry and working in the industry and showcasing that whatever we have taught them in class, they can actually do it outside when they are facing the real business.
And obviously, your training falls slap bang in the middle of what tourism is. So, tourism, the big buzzwords are sustainability. So, how do you incorporate that in what you have to offer?
I would say for me, in terms of sustainability, but even for the businesses themselves, if your customer service is not on par, if I come in and I still need to look, I'm walking to a hotel, I still need to look, where do I go? When you come in, someone must already be receiving you.
Of course.
You must already feel welcome. So for me, I would say if establishment can get that, it will be great. But also in restaurants, we're sitting with my colleague, I won't say where we are staying, but the clearing of table is very critical. You mustn't finish your food and still staying with a lot of empty food. We have eaten this and that. So my colleague was getting agitated and saying, no man, where are these people? Where are these people table. They must come and clear the table. We shouldn't be allowing that. You don't do that. But then also now we assisted. Once he come in, the waitress, then we explain how important it is. And he's saying, no, the things are many, but we were able to show me technique. How do we clear many tables at once without messing up? So we're also giving back for free. It's our responsibility anyway. Yeah, but it's exciting. We're loving it. We've made a lot of contacts, and I believe it was great.
You mentioned obviously trying to maybe move into the halal space and the contacts that you've made. We're leaving Durban by the end of this week. So what are the first 3 things that you're going to action when we get back to work on Monday?
First thing, wow, that's very interesting. There's 3 people that I really need to get into and speak to, engage with. There's one hotel establishment that we want to have an MOU with, which we'll be visiting in Standerton. Actually, funny enough, the MEC for Economic Development brought them to us when they mentioned their challenges, So she brought them to us, and she said she wants a report after that. So we'll be visiting that. That's top priority. And then there's an adventurous company as well that wants to also us to give them. She was very specific. He wants receptionists that are good, they are on top. He wants his reception to be welcoming. So far, he said he's struggling with 3 people.
Okay.
So that's also another challenge that we need to help them with. And then the overall is just to go to every list of everybody. We must prioritize everybody that we engage with. I think the challenge is that we come in here sometimes and then we take contact, we don't follow up. So this year, my main objective is to make sure that everybody that we have engaged with, we actually follow up on them, and then we are able to make sure that it has an added value, and it was very impactful for us. We're not just coming here, we are here to establish strategic relationship. And we were very intentional this year that we need to speak to people that we didn't speak to last year. Yeah, you must keep on growing the people that we are actually gaining and engaging it when we are coming in here.
And just quickly, just to wrap up, I would say for those looking to book with you, what's next?
You contact us, you come to us. We are always willing to work with anybody and we are going also to knock into people's door. Anybody who's in the industry, actually, anybody who wants to upskill, we are here, we are willing to that. But not just establishment. I mean, the students that have completed, that want to start their own businesses and all of that. We've got relationships with NYDA, we've got relationships with MEGA. Some of our students actually who have established their own businesses were funded by those, it's still government entities. We are government entities. So people must not just sit. If you've got a skill, don't sit with it.
Of course.
Go out and look for opportunities. I mean, the Office of the Premier's Youth Fund has funded a lot of youth who are actually making their businesses grow out there. So people must just rise up. And also, even if we are not giving that, but we are able to channel you because we know where you can get the funding if you want to start your own establishment. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that conversation. That was Mpumalanga's Regional Training Trust Marketing Manager, Zanele Khoza, just taking us through their week on the floor here at the Africa Travel Indaba. We cross over to my colleague, but please stay tuned. There's more to come.
Thank you very much for having us. Are we done?